Long ago, on the fields of battle, in the year 2017, two men met to decide once and for all what the most metal things in the universe are. But there can be only one. What's more metal? With Dan Weber, Nariko and Randy.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to What's More Metal, the only podcast where two badass dick-kicking comedians pick the most metal shit in the universe. I'm comedian Nariko Watt. With me, as always, is the Wario to my Waluigi.
Yeah.
The milk to my milk.
The milk to your milk.
The stomach pump to my fun weekend.
Yeah.
Dan Weber.
Hey, what's up?
Comedian Dan Weber. The wheezy laugh back there you're hearing is super metal producer Randy.
Hey.
Coming to you live from beautiful, wonderful, fuzzy Muppets Urethra. Cranival Studios.
Pisses cotton.
Pisses cotton. Yellow cotton threads. Coming to you live from Portland, Oregon, the birthplace of just finding Nikes washing up on the shore. You know what I mean? This week, we're going to be doing a bunch of fun shit. This is going to be great. I don't even know where I want to start. We both had a fun week this past week. Dan, I want to get right into you first. You did the 208 Festival in Boise.
Yeah.
And, more importantly, you had your first White Claw.
Yeah. Yeah. And last.
No, it was lime. It was a lime.
It was grapefruit.
Grapefruit. That's a solid.
Fucking disgusting.
You did what? It tastes like nothing. That's the best part.
No, man, I could absolutely taste
It's like
the
a
booze in it.
boozy cloud. Oh yeah, it's not. But yeah,
It's fucking gross.
did not like it. You did
No.
not like your White Claw.
But I was drinking
The
it
White
and I
Claw
was
did
like,
not get a hold of you.
you know, I was drinking it and I was wishing it was a Hams. Just like, why am I doing this? I fucking hate this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I think they're trouble because it's like the booze is like, to me, not very detectable. So you could just really put them back.
Yeah.
And there's no calories, so you just can.
No carbs either.
Yeah, you just can. I just fucking throat fuck those things right on down.
Yeah.
There's a shortage. There's a drought in America of White Claw because they
couldn't make it fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It was not.
They are made with a pact from the devil because
Yeah,
like they're trouble.
It wasn't like, yeah. I had one, and then I
Yeah.
spent the rest of the night. I just drank PBR and Jameson and coffee.
Yeah. All right. Well, you did the right thing.
Yeah.
How was the 208 Festival in general? That
was awesome. They
208 Fest out in Idaho, Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho.
Emma Arnold puts that on.
Emma Arnold and Dylan Haas.
Yeah.
And they put on a really great festival, man. They do it the way that all festivals should be done, and not many do, where they have. Like it's vital that the festival has one place where all the comedians can go and just hang out.
Yeah.
Outside of anyone.
Yeah.
So they had underneath Liquid Comedy Club, they have just this room that they set up, and they would always have food, and there was the beer and drinks and
that's
shit in
excellent.
there.
Yeah.
Then you could just chill out in there, and they had board games and shit.
Nice.
And
Cool.
Nintendo set up with a projector.
Oh, sick.
Stuff like that. So yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, I met a lot of comedians. I hung out a lot with a bunch of comedians from Denver that I hadn't met before. And they were all cool. I mean, I knew one of. I had met Nathan Lund a couple of times.
Oh yeah, Nathan Lund's great.
He's great. And Sam Talent was headlining the first show that I did.
Crazy funny, Sam.
Super fucking funny.
Yeah.
There was a lot of funny. I mean, it was one of the few festivals that I've done where like everybody I saw do a set was great.
That's awesome.
Great. That's
It
fantastic.
was super fun.
That's fucking great.
So that was good. That has not always been the case.
And
Right.
Dan was just there burning it down every single set, tearing it to shreds.
I had 2 sets and did well both times.
Yeah, fucking. There, look at him. Look at him.
I mean,
Just look at him. You have an erection right now, and you're just playing it off.
yeah,
It happens when I talk about my sets.
Yeah, I don't know. I was actually I was chatting with Kermit Apio was one of the headliners, and he's been doing comedy for like 30 fucking years. Super clean but very funny dude. And he was asking me how comedy was going, and I'm like, I've finally gotten to the point where I feel pretty competent.
Yeah.
Like I can get up on. I feel like I could go up on stage now and do pretty well, pretty much regardless.
Yeah.
So that's good. Like that was a good feeling to have. So, and that's kind of how I am right now. Like I feel like no matter, it doesn't even really matter where it is. I can probably do pretty well.
Yeah.
For a while. Like
Yeah.
depending on the crowd, maybe I can do well for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna run out of shit I can talk about.
Yeah.
Without angering everyone in the room, but certainly, I can make those 15 minutes count.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like I could do a passable job no matter what, but like at the same time, I'm like, I know that I will kick my own ass. You know what I mean? Unless it's the highest of, unless it wows me, I'm like a fucking idiot, asshole, dick. Fucking kill yourself. Just stop at the bridge, get out and look and think about it. Fucking horse shit, fuck face, dumb fuck. So, I mean, everybody else would be like, that was a really great set. I'm like, I'll kill you, you fucking lying sack of shit. Motherfucking gut you. I had a pretty good week.
I mean, you were not doing any comedy.
I
at
was
all.
not. I went to Kauai. Went to Hawaii, and that was just being I don't know, just fucking relaxing, having a good time. People were asking me, they're like, "Hey, you're out there going to do some comedy?" I'm like, "They don't need comedy here. Like, what?
Right.
What the fuck? Why? Why would they even be inside for a second? like being indoors sucks there. Like, it's like that's where all the humidity catches, and you can't catch a breeze and shit. Like, it's but you want to be out next to like. And what are you gonna talk? Like, hey, you guys ever been hanging out in paradise, and then it's been perfect, and then you had some good food, and then I'll shut up. Like you got nothing. It's fucking awesome. I don't know. It's I had a really great time. There was like a lot of like weird shit. I've been talking about it this week a bunch, and I'm sure I'll drop it as a bit. But like the chickens are wild there.
Yeah.
So they're like pigeons. There's just chickens walking around, bothering you, and I don't know. It just that fucked me up because it was like watching a cheeseburger walk around, like and like in front of your face. Like, what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna try to and you're like, fuck you. I know you're delicious. Fucking in front of me, you fucking piece of shit. Who else? I'm trying to think of what else happened. I realized my favorite part of the beach is shade and rain.
Yeah, for sure.
No, but I liked being out there. I did a bunch of shit, but like, what else happened? My girlfriend got bit by a mosquito, and she started like swelling up, like her bites like got like the size of like a fucking half an egg and shit, like all
Jesus.
huge.
Shit.
Yeah, they were fucked. So I was worried because I just freak out about health shit in general. But I looked it up, and that's like a normal reaction that some people have to mosquito bites.
Yeah.
It's called Skeeter syndrome. That sucks.
Yeah.
It's named after the flat bottom boat swamp person who gave it. Like, Skeeter, oh, you get out of there. You know you swell up. Oh, hell. I'm sorry, Ma. I can't help it. The pig fell in the water again. Yes.
Old Skeeter.
Old Skeeter.
Old lumpy Skeeter.
Well, yeah. And I think I'm developing a beer allergy in this late in my life. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I had another sessions when I was on the plane coming back from Hawaii, and I didn't notice anything. And then I came home, had a couple of hams when I was sitting on the couch, went to go to bed, and my flushed red. I'm getting like I'm getting little like hives and shit like here and there. I don't know. And that's the second time it's happened now where I've been like drinking beer and getting a reaction, specifically sessions. So I guess I'll switch off of sessions and see what happens. But
Yeah.
I know a comic in town, Wendy Weiss. She's got an alcohol allergy where she gets like all itchy and shit, and I'm flushed. And this guy at my work, he also has the same thing, but he was saying it's like an additive that's in something like some beers with the bottling process. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm bummed. I've drank more hams in my life than I have water, so it'd be a real bummer if suddenly my body's like, no, but it would make sense because my body's like, please stop.
Yeah.
Just for a while. Anyway, but yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. It's been really, it was fun. It was a great trip.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Oh, this came up. What you guys didn't know this? While I was in Hawaii, we got voted. We got reviewed again. We got voted #1 podcast to air things out to by Anal Prolapse magazine.
Yeah.
Super awesome. Like
Yeah.
8 p.m.
Oh, 8 p.m.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Yeah.
8 p.m.
Yeah, and so
Fly the pink sock.
Saki, their mascot.
Saki the mascot.
Yeah, Saki. He comes out like, "Hey guys, don't forget to push me back in." I don't know. He sounds like Mr. Hanky, but he does. Old Saki.
Old Saki.
Sounds like Tally.
It's got a little bit. I guess it is more tally. Use 2 chopsticks if you can't get your hands. Anyway,
That's a real great distinction for us.
Yeah.
That's a super good award.
that is a good one. That is good. And I find it to be true. You guys, today's episode, we're going to be doing Most Metal porn movie parody,
Yeah.
which is
Delightful.
already amazing.
Yeah.
And we're also going to be doing Most Metal Jim Henson Creature. The Dark Crystal just came out. I watched the first episode. It's pretty good. I highly suggest watching the original before you watch the new one because it's pretty high fantasy. So unless you've got that tether, I don't know that it would. But anyway, but it had me thinking. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's pay a little homage to Jim Henson, and so I figure we do that. Just so you know, when we say most metal, we mean most badass, most kick-ass, most sexy, cool, or what's killed most Nazis.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping one of the Muppets took a tack hammer to Joseph Goebbels in a Muppet sketch.
Sorry, it didn't happen.
Damn it, I looked for it. But yeah, so to see who gets to go first, we do the most metal thing possible. We roll 20-sided die. Dan has it in front of him. We're rolling the what's more metal brand 20-sided die. The one says, what's more metal? Because we're #1, baby.
The #1 podcast to fuck to by Fuckcast Magazine.
Dan got a third of the most metal number possible, a 6. And the 20 says Nash Twombo, because fuck you, Dan.
Pretty much.
I got a 3. God damn it. We haven't rolled a Natch Twombo.
No,
in a
not
minute.
yet.
Not, a
Yeah.
minute. Not since we
Or
were
a
at the,
tie.
We did
Yeah.
it once. You did it at the podcast festival.
That's
I
right.
think that was the last time you did.
No,
No, we've done it a couple times since then, but not on the new die.
yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it's weighted
It'll,
fucked up.
yeah. You're going to ruin sales, Dan. They're great. Anyway, so Dan gets to go first. We decided we're going to do most metal porn parody first.
Yeah.
Dan, what is your pornity?
Pornity?
I'm so sorry I said it immediately.
That's fine. So I'm going to have to go with a little movie that was arguably the first full-length porn movie I ever saw.
Okay.
I went to a buddy of mine was having a birthday party. His parents were out of town.
Mm-hmm.
So me and another guy went over to his house, and he went over and rented this movie for us to watch. It is Mad Jack Beyond Thunderbone.
That was on my list. That was the first porn you ever watched?
Yeah.
Nice. I can see what drew you to it.
Yeah, it was. I didn't choose it, but it chose me, and it was fucking great.
That rocks. Mad Jack Beyond Thunderbone.
Yeah, and it's honestly, it has like, it's such a it's a fucking weird movie. Clearly, there's there's a lot of guys. It's like from the 70s, you know. So there's guys running around.
Mad bush.
Mad bush. Lots of that for sure.
Those dudes have mad bush.
But also like wearing like headbands.
Yeah.
And like skulking around, and they have these obviously plastic guns that they're like shooting at one another, and really bad special effects. And then every time, you know, like always, they'll show up in a room and there's somebody else there, and they're like, "Oh, it's good to see you," and then they just immediately start fucking.
Nice.
Like it's fantastic.
2 man enter, 1 man come.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Get on top of me, Master Blaster.
Mad Jack Beyond Thunderbone. Honestly, I was a little disappointed that they did not have a Master Blaster
Yeah, right?
character in that movie.
You would totally need that. A little person on top of a very big person.
Yeah.
A very. I love that. Especially beyond Thunderdome too. You're like,
Yeah.
we were just like, come on, we've got to pull a train. Yeah.
Yeah. Some announcers like, "Welcome to Thunderbone," and then they just all fuck in this giant cage.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. Who rules Gartertown? I love it. Tina Turner's really in it though. She's just in the background,
Wearing the same outfit.
wearing those earrings made of slinkies.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the fucking chainmail shirt.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Nope.
Randy beat me to it. He has not seen it.
I haven't seen the original trilogy. I have seen the new one.
Oh yeah, well you should. The first, they're all they're good.
All 3 of them great.
All 3 of them are great. The third one gets a little Return of the Jedi-ish.
Okay.
Gets a little fun. But yeah, that was definitely on my list. Mad Jack Beyond Thunderbone. So good.
Yeah.
My choice, and Randy, would you please look this up?
I will.
For like, because I want to definitely name some actors and actresses. But my choice, Dan and Randy, most metal porn movie parody, the Texas Vibrator Massacre.
Yeah, right.
The Texas Vibrator. There's a guy in a leather face mask terrorizing hot ladies with his vibrator.
Yeah.
It is classified as a porn horror.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, a horror with a
horror?
W. Oh my God. Nice.
Yeah.
What year?
This was 2008.
Nice. Little
Yep.
late.
96 minutes.
They've been they're making more recently. Like I think there's
Yeah.
a couple of companies that they just mass produce porn parodies.
That's something that's happening even more so now with popular movies. Like they'll put out a porn parody a couple weeks after a big movie's released.
And I got to say, they're getting real lazy with the titles. They'll
yeah.
They'll just write, "This isn't." That movie, like, this isn't the Brady Bunch or whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
that's some fucking. I saw a bunch of those.
Yeah, and I'm like,
God
man,
damn it.
just fucking come on.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't. Make something.
Yeah,
Fucking
just
stupid.
anything. Like,
Yeah. The Beaver Bunch. That's close enough. Good enough.
Right. Yeah.
The Bony Bunch. You can get any. The Boner Bunch. There you go.
There it
Boom.
is.
There you are.
there was one that
Close
was
enough.
like not the Partridge Family, and I'm like, well, first of all, I hope not.
They were already. First off, they were all really funny.
They were all fucking on that show.
I like the concept though of a guy. I want to do a gritty reboot of the Texas Vibrator Massacre. I love a guy who's like, they didn't even take out the part where he's still covered in a mask of human flesh, but he's like, the only part they changed is like he's just out there diddling ladies with his vibrator. He's making sure they come.
Yeah.
Like that's his main.
Honestly,
He's out there slaying puss.
I kind of like his mask better than the one in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Creepier.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. So anyway, I think those are our choices.
Yeah,
It's directed by Rob Rotten.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Oh, so he's German. it's pronounced Boss Rootin'. It's dumb. Anyway, those are our choices, guys. Dan chose Mad Jack Beyond Thunderbone.
Yeah.
And I chose the Texas Vibrator Massacre.
Yep.
We're going to put those up on our Instagram stories. We'll let you guys vote on them. You let us know which one is the most metal. And with that, Dan, did you have a backup? God knows you did.
I have many.
Do you guys just want to do a quick fire of all the ones?
Yeah,
you
let's
have?
do some quick fires because these are fucking awesome.
So one of my backups was a gay porn movie called The Da Vinci Load.
That's a good name. That's a good
That
name.
is good.
Solid title.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I had another. I had a gay porn as well. Dicks of Hazard,
Yeah, I saw that one.
which I was like, nice. Go for it.
Another one was obviously Edward Penis Hands.
Yes. Yes.
That is
Damn
that's
near.
a classic.
Damn near the one I chose.
Yeah, very. It's a classic.
This one, I almost chose it just on the title alone. One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest.
That's fucking good. Oh man. There was another gay porn that I liked a lot called Raiders of the Lost Arse. Oh man.
This one, I almost chose it because it's horrendous. The Human Sexapede.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I forgot about that. I didn't even see that one.
Yes.
I picked another one I picked out was Evil Head.
Yeah, I saw Evil Head. I forgot to write this one down, but the 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles was another one. Was fantastic.
Let's see. The Night of the Giving Head. That was another one that I found.
Super Hornio Brothers. Yes. Yes.
Quantum Deep. That's one that I found.
Okay. This one I almost chose, but I couldn't substantiate it like enough that it existed. But Schindler's Lust, which is so not okay. There's a couple things in this thing I wanted to like one the least metal probably like Schindler's Lust probably on that list. That's pretty fucking gnarly.
See if I can find
that. So there, like I was saying, there's a bunch of movies where they just use this isn't the Brady Bunch or this ain't no Married with Children parody.
Right.
I swear to God, this one's called Can't Be Roots. It's a Roots porn parody.
Wow.
Which is so gnarly and
That is fucked up, man.
That is so fucked up. But, people be fucking though. And like that's that's all right. The other thing, there was also a rash of movies where the title was worse. They took something that was in the title of the original and made it dumber and like unironically. So for instance, there was a movie. One of the porn parodies was "Meet the Fuckers."
Yeah.
Like what the? You just took out the thing. Meet the Fuckers. Like yeah, that was the joke. You fucking idiot. Like what's next? Like Intercourse in the City or like
Yeah.
a Dick Tracy one, like Penis Tracy or
Yes.
like you take in the thing and you're making it dumber. It made me laugh so hard. I was like, I don't know. Meet the Fuckers made me laugh in the exact opposite way I should have laughed. Anyway, I don't know. That was another thing. What else? I don't know. Yeah, that was it. I really loved. I did a lot of research. Took a lot of breaks, and then had to take some naps, and then more research. But I really dove in on this one, guys. I didn't think I could research that many times in a day, and I did. And so dumb. These were fun. These were really fun.
Yeah, they were fun to go through.
Yeah. I definitely. I'm a little bummed because there was a couple. I know I couldn't find it, but I know there's a Ninja Turtles porn parody that was made in the 80s that they couldn't. I can't remember what they called it, but it was like It wasn't the 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it was like one they made in the 80s, and it was like the worst. Like they didn't look like turtles at all. Like they looked like they had like hollowed out a watermelon and put it on everybody's head, and then they put on a green trash bag and were getting blown through it. Like it's like real. So you're watching it and you're like, this is so disturbing and like in horrifying ways. But I couldn't find it. So
there was one that they made. I saw a trailer for it. Actually, like a work safe trailer for it. It was a Pornymon. It was a Pokemon porn parody.
I also saw a Strokemon.
Yeah, and it was like Jesus, and they had a lady dressed up like Pikachu.
Yeah,
and she would just say Pika Pika, and I was like, I can't even. I don't even want to see any of this.
Again,
this is gonna be fucked up.
You're like, how is this? Hotter than the original.
Yeah. Gotta catch them all.
I found this one just before we started, and I forgot to mention it. Mighty Muffin Pounder Rangers.
Yeah. There was another
Muffin. Why is that? But it works, and I'll take it.
There's another all male one that was it was 21 Hump Street.
Yeah, 21 Hump Street.
Yeah.
I also found Twin Cheeks. And,
Twin Cheeks.
Pretty solid.
And then clearly the one that prompted us to even pick this in the first place, Womb Raider.
Womb Raider, yeah. We did video game movies and I wanted to do, why don't we do video game porns? And that list wasn't quite expansive enough.
There wasn't that many people.
There wasn't.
Of them at all.
They're still all very disturbing. But
Can you throw some out there?
Womb Raider. There was Super Hornio Brothers.
Right.
There's actually like 3 or 4 Super Mario Brother porn parodies.
Nice.
What the fuck were some other ones? You could count the Pokemon ones as well. I'm trying to think of what else there was. Fuck. I can't remember anymore. Okay, the one that really got me, they didn't make a movie, but it's a genre of porn stuff you can find online, but there's Doom porn, like from the game Doom. So it's like demons, like cybernetic demons, but then they'll draw titties on them and or like huge dicks, and it makes me laugh. So I was like, oh my god, we've got to nobody made a whole film.
Right.
There's one for Bayonetta, like there's some like Japanese anime Bayonetta porn and stuff.
Oh, right.
I found a list on Ranker. So the very first 2 are great. Final Fuck 10.
Nice.
Left for Head.
Left for Head.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's Doom Prawn Will End You.
No. That's just the title. We've looked at the same list.
Yeah.
So that's There's no movie, but like it was a genre of like people's porn stuff they're making.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like when you find furry avatar drawings, it's kind of like that where people are making their own Doom porn.
Okay, got it.
Like that. Anyway, pretty hot though. And but anyway, so that led us into the porn parodies thing.
Yeah.
It's like it was pretty fucking hilarious. Let us know if we missed any, you guys, any of your favorites. Please.
I'm sure we did.
I know we did. It was such a huge list. I found hundreds upon hundreds.
Yeah.
And I went through as many as I fucking possibly could, but definitely let us know if we missed any, and we'll definitely give them a shout out. But anyway, I think that's gonna bring us to the next topic.
Next topic.
Yeah, this is great. We're gonna be doing now for you. Most metal. Fuck, I don't have it in front of me and I already forgot.
Jim Henson creation.
Thank you. All right, let's start it again. Yeah. Yeah, let's bring us to the next topic. We're doing most metal, Jim Henson creature or creation.
Yep.
Character. Muppety thing, guy, friend. Everybody. Dan went first last time. I get to go first this time. This is anything Jim Henson made, the Jim Henson Company created, anything under that umbrella. We left it kind of open. And I chose Dan and Randy for my choice. And I couldn't find anything more tough than this, honestly. But I chose the Garthim from the Dark Crystal. That's the giant beetle crab creatures.
Oh yeah.
That that it's the Skeksis send out to collect all the gelflings so they can suck on them. It's gonna be a real porn heavy fucking episode.
Yeah.
I know it. But the Garthim are like fucking real fucking gnarly. Like I said, they're like a cross between like a beetle and a crab, which is fucked up because crab's already a cross between a fish and a roach. So it's like it's real gnarly. But they're all black. They're fucking massive and strong. This Skektek, the scientist Skeksi, created them as like a super soldier, and they live underneath the castle. And then they send them out, and I don't know. They're just they might be robots too, because at the end of the Dark Crystal, when they I don't want to ruin it, but when the things get resolved, and but they just kind of fall apart into armor chunks. Like there's nothing inside of them, so that makes them like wonder if like maybe they're a robot or there's like a magical abomination like golem thing. But they're fucking awesome. Make the weird chittering sound, and I don't know. They're fucking cool. But there's something just naturally, like a giant armored beetle with a crab claw coming to fuck with. I don't know, and they're all black. I don't know. I couldn't find anything tougher than that. I liked them as a concept. But that's my choice, the Garthim from the Dark Crystal.
That is a good choice.
Thank you, Dan. What is your fucking choice?
So my choice, it came later. It was from the TV show Farscape. If you've ever seen that.
Yeah.
And
I did not know the Henson Company was involved in that.
They created the whole thing.
No shit.
So the character, the one character, like the Klingon analog in that was Khal Drago. He's a Luxon race, and he gets framed for murder when they sell him. They thought he killed his wife when he suffered what they call Luxon deep rage.
Oh, like, nice.
His weapon is a sword that converts into a rifle.
Nice.
He can spit his tongue about 4 feet, and it has a poison dart on the end of it.
He's a Muppet. He's
in a full costume.
Oh,
like
okay,
it's like all prosthetic.
Oh,
costume.
awesome. Do you have a picture? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't have a picture of him. Well, maybe. Nope.
Oh, whatever. But anyway, sword rifle, dart tongue,
Klingon.
Yeah.
I could probably find a picture.
Well, have Randy find a picture.
Yeah.
I can find a picture.
Yeah. Farscape, Khal Drago.
Cad Dargo.
It's very Cad Dargo.
Yeah.
It's real close to.
I know.
I think you even said Khal Drago.
I did.
Was like,
I didn't mean to, but
that's all right. Yeah. It's like as long as he's sexy and Pacific Islander like Khal Drago.
Not at all.
No, not even a little bit.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, that's kind of sad. That's fucking awesome.
That's not him.
That's not him?
No.
That's what comes up under Khal Drago.
Not Khal Drago.
Cadargo.
Cadargo? Dacargo.
Farscape's
that one.
Yeah, that's the same guy.
No, that's
just an action figure. That's the other one was the dude in the makeup.
No.
Anyway.
All right, this is great. This is great audio, guys.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I've seen that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's like eating a bunch of spaghetti or something.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a fucked up goatee and dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, the series.
Yeah.
And a Klingon gat down.
Yeah.
Right.
Got a lot of tattoos, carries a fucking sword rifle.
Yeah, he's like got a lion Klingon. Yeah. The sword rifle.
Oh, that's a rifle too?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah,
it is. It's fucking he was a great character. I like that show a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. I never watched any Farscape, and I was a huge Star Trek fan, so it's weird that I hadn't.
Do you have all of it is on Amazon
Free time?
Prime?
Oh, I don't have well, whatever, maybe I'll go get it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Maybe I'll give it a watch. But that's a fucking great choice. All right, so those are our choices, guys. All right, how do you pronounce the dude's name? Dan chose Cadargo, and I chose the Garthim from the Dark Crystal. So those are our choices. We'll put those up on Instagram stories, and we'll let you guys vote on them. Let us know if we missed any Jim Henson characters that we didn't know about. But I had a backup.
I do too.
I had a couple. honestly. But I had more than you. My backup, and this won't count at all. So that's why I chose it. But I chose the entire River Bottom Nightmare Band from the Emmett Otter's Christmas Jug Band. Christmas.
Okay. Emmett Otter's like Christmas special?
It's Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas is the name of the special. And it's a real sappy, dumb fucking Christmas thing full of like cute animals. But the River Bottom Nightmare Band, fucking sick rock and roll metal band, little glammy too. But they come into the Battle of the Bands and just start shredding shit up. They have pyrotechnics. They're fucking. It's great that like it's a small town full of folk musicians that talk all sweet, and then there's just the fucking Nightmare Band shows up to their town, starts fucking drinking booze and fucking all their women. I'm assuming. One of them's just a straight up snake. They just have a snake. I think he plays the washboard impossibly. It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
The fucking Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. I chose the River Bottom Nightmare Band.
That's a good one.
Yes. They're sick. They're awesome. They're the slayer of,
puppets.
Yeah.
Of an otter based world.
Yeah.
Of the swampy otter fluffy
the
world.
swamp otter people.
Yeah. They're the slayer of that. They're just in there fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Now, all right. I'm just saying. Hey, but they're multiple people, so it wouldn't count as one creation.
It's not one
Right.
creature.
So, but, River Bottom Nightmare Band.
River Bottom Nightmare Band. Sounds like
They're
a porn
fucking up-
parody.
It does.
You got that river bottom.
Except that they would change it to like just Anal Bottom Nightmare Band.
Power Bottom Nightmare Band.
See, that's too clever. They'd make it like River Ass. They'd make it dumber. River Ass.
Nightmare come.
Nightmare. When Harry met Sally and they fucked. I think it's just...
Yeah. Sometimes they don't have a lot of imagination.
Dude, sometimes they make it worse than the thing. They meet the fuckers? That's so fucking dumb.
So
I think
stupid.
one night
Skeet the fuckers is like a way better. Skeet the fuckers is a way more clever to me. I don't know.
Sure.
Meet the fuckers. I'm mad. I'm mad at this porn company. I'm mad at this thing.
One time a buddy of
I'm
mine,
gonna have a rage come. Sorry, I'm not done being mad.
You'd be rad. One time a buddy of mine and I were on mushrooms just wandering around, and we went into a convenience store, and they just had like, it was behind the counter in full view of everybody, and it was a porn magazine.
Yeah.
And it was just called "Fuck My Hole," and we could not stop laughing about it for the rest of the night. It was so fucking funny.
Fuck.
It was like, dude, that's not even. They're not even trying to hide it a little bit in this one.
I was talking to my coworker, and he was we were talking about it, and he was like, he was saying the only porn he had on VHS or whatever, like growing up, that he had ever found. He goes, it was just called Sucking and Fucking Six. But to me, I was like, that producer is like, enough with the arty bullshit. Tell the people what they're getting. Sucking and fucking. Volumes 1 through 19. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Sucking and fucking. Blowjobs only. 46. That's what the people want. All cum shots.
Yeah.
I should really close my window.
No.
Yeah. Anal Only is the name of this band, this movie. Anal Only 69 is the fucking.
Gape my tight asshole.
Yeah.
Part 7.
There is one called My Ass is Haunted.
My ass is haunted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a call from a fucking property manager
Yeah,
tomorrow.
you might. They'll be like, hey,
They'll be like,
what's the
where can
name
we
of that? Yeah.
Where can we rent some of those movies you guys were talking about?
How do I subscribe to your podcast? It's hilarious. I'm already downloading it through my Windows. My kids are downloading it straight to their brains
Yeah.
because you're right outside their bedrooms. Fuck, that's so funny.
All right, I have a backup
Oh, okay, great.
for Jim Henson creation. It almost was my first choice.
I have a backup is also a great point. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to back up.
I have to
69.
backing up. So in the movie or the TV show on HBO, Fraggle Rock, which if you're not familiar, was just there was a bunch of like foot tall creatures that only worked like a half an hour a week and the rest of the time just fucked around.
Yep.
And they were surrounded by even shorter creatures called dozers that would just constantly build shit out of stuff that Fraggles could eat. So they were just, they would eat radishes and then dozer buildings.
Yeah.
But the Fraggles, whenever they needed advice on anything,
I almost chose this.
went to the garden and talked to Marjorie the trash heap.
Yeah. They just called her the Great Trash Heap.
Yeah, she was a anthropomorphized compost pile that would come to life. Wore like school marm glasses, librarian glasses, spoke like a grandma, and would just dispense wisdom.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It was awesome. It was a giant pile of trash that was like their
god.
Yeah, it was like a sage. It was like going to see the oracle at Delphi or something. It was like
This is what it looked like.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking cool. I almost chose the Great Trash Heap.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Oh fuck. That's a great choice. I you know what's funny is like I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine where I loved watching Fraggle Rock as a kid. I was like, oh, I really fucking dug that show. And then they re-released it like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something, say. And and I was talking to a friend of mine. I was like, oh, you really like that show? Have you rewatched it? She goes, yeah, there's like too much fucking singing and shit in it. And I'm like, there was singing in it? And she's like, yeah, it was called Fraggle Rock. The whole show is one song after another, and I blocked all that out in my mind.
Yeah.
That's how boring those songs were.
I actually don't remember them singing.
Yeah, I don't either. I had no memory of it, but it's almost 100% songs. Like it's like every scene is like, well, this reminds me of a song about what's happening or whatever, and like almost 100%. And yeah, it's fucking. Yeah, I blocked it all out as a kid because I was like, that's how boring that was. I'm like, yep, get to the Muppets talking. I don't give a fuck about this. Anyway, but that's, yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that they had sang at all, and I watched it some. I mean, I was a little too old for it, but
yeah,
we were one of the few people that we got HBO through some deal with my mom's work.
Okay.
So we got it pretty much for free. And so yeah, I'd watched a fuck ton of HBO when I was a kid. So anything that came on. That's how I saw Conan the Barbarian for the first time.
Oh shit.
Nice. Oh, I fucking love that fucking movie.
Yeah.
The only other backup I had was from the movie The Labyrinth. The character's called the Fireys.
Mm-hmm.
And they're these like fuzzy bird creature things that the main character walks into, but they break themselves into three. There's three of them, and they break themselves into three pieces, and then they pass their pieces back and forth between each other.
Oh, that's dope.
And yeah, except for it was fucking horrifying. It like literally was super disturbing to watch because they're singing the whole time and like mocking her and shit, and they're swapping their body parts, and then they look like that.
Oh,
they look
no.
like a screaming bird thing, and they're fucked. I don't know, like literally, like yeah. That's not okay. Just not okay. What's happening?
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I remember like it was one of those things where the Labyrinth fucked up a lot of people, a lot of kids growing up. Me with the Fireys, but almost every woman I've ever met between 30 and 40 talks about David Bowie's Package in those tights.
Yeah.
Just completely like basically making their ovaries come online as a kid. Just going like, what's happening? like just being horrified, but just where you're like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't think I should be seeing this. Like, it's just so. But I think that's a great thing is when your movies fuck up generations of people.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of kick-ass. There's something to be said about being the person who did that.
Yeah, David Bowie's cock kickstarted a lot of fucking puberties.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of sexual awakenings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being like, whoa.
Other people's. Not mine. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Not me, though. For
Never.
sure, others.
For sure others. Not
Weird,
you.
weird others.
Not you.
God, why is it so fucking hot in here? I'm just like sweating. God, quit looking at me. Look. Anyway, boners. Fuck, what? Got hands. Fucking so tingly and sweaty. Anyway. I think that's going to be... I think we checked all the dongs off the... Jesus Christ. What am I saying? Penises. Look.
I'm trying to
Suck a
think.
dick.
I'm trying to think of a porn parody name for Labyrinth, and the only thing that's coming up is
Labyrinth?
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. That's the only thing I could think,
Yeah,
and it does not
Labyrinth.
roll off the tongue.
Labyrinth is pretty funny.
Although it would be mostly tongue.
It'd be
There'd be a lot of tongue involved, but it wouldn't roll off the tongue, the name.
yeah. Her labyrinth. And then like a winky face emoji.
Wombrinth? Not even close.
Oh my god.
Anal labyrinth.
Chocolate labyrinth.
No, it's too silly and dumb.
Labradorinth.
Oh god.
It's a movie you can only get in Germany.
That's a sequel to that movie, The Zoo.
And then the other one was just White Crystal.
Yeah.
And she's out to fuck.
Yeah.
That's the
Or Wet Crystal.
the wet crystal.
Yeah.
Wet crystal. There you go. That's the one. Oh fuck. These are great.
Yeah.
Emmett Otter's Hung Band Christmas.
Or Emmett Otter's Jugs Band Christmas.
Nice.
Don't even have to change it much.
There was another one I saw. It was just called "Tits a Wonderful Life,"
Oh yeah.
which well done. That's actually well done.
I also saw when I was living in Bend, this guy rented this movie called Bright Lights, Big Titties.
Yeah. Oh, well done. Yeah. I don't know. That's probably been mine to death. My buddy, one time we were coming up with fake porn titles like, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Cream Warriors. Just something off the top of my head.
Also Bitches of Eastwick was another one that I saw.
Nice. Who fuck? Bitches of Eastwick is great. But my buddy Sam Hardwick, he came up with this great with a porn parody. It was You Got Nailed. Which I was like, that's fucking golden. All right. I think that's it for porn parodies again.
Yeah.
But also for Jim Henson Creatures. I think that's gonna bring us to the polls. We're not doing polls. Not gonna do them. We're banking a bunch of these ahead of time. Randy's going to Spain like a selfish asshole.
That's me.
And also I'm going to Minneapolis. So, like a caring person.
Aren't you also going to Austin?
Yes, and Austin. Look, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. Randy is being a dickhead, going on a trip to Spain. Mr. Passport Stamps.
It's me.
Mr. Siesta. Or Senor Siesta.
More accurate.
Yeah.
Mr. Points.
I actually, this, I don't know, we might have mined this to death already with the porn titles, but since we're not going to do polls, I found there it is. I found a list of porn parodies, right? I'll tell you what the movie is, like what it's a parody of. You tell me the title.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You want us to name the porn parody based on the actual movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Starfuck the Next Generation.
Dan.
And
And remember,
Or Starfuck.
these are dumb as yeah. What did you say?
Starfuck I mean, there's something with generation, but Starfuck.
Okay.
Star Trek: The Next Generation. Sex Trek: The Next Generation.
Dan got Sex Trek: The Next Penetration.
Oh,
Okay.
Brilliant.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy the Vampire
Remember,
Layer.
these are dumb as fuck.
It's Buffy the Vampire Layer.
It is Buffy the Vampire Layer.
Nice.
Dan might have seen most of these.
Yeah.
I already
This is
told.
what he watched instead of horror movies.
Well, no, we already did all the research. Anyway, I already said the Dicks of Hazzard. We already said 21 Hump Street. We already said Womb Raider. Let's see. The Bourne Identity.
The Poon Identity?
God, I remember it. I think it's just the Porn Identity.
It is
Oh,
the
it's the
porn
Porn
identity. It
Identity?
is. Okay, legally.
That's fucking dumb.
It is. It's so stupid. All right, Legally Blonde.
Oh God,
Legally
I remember
Boned.
this one.
It is Legally Boned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up? I was like barely legally blonde.
Oh, that's real. That's good.
Barely legally blonde is fucking way funnier.
That's
to
way
me.
funnier.
Anyway, Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, Saturday Night Beaver.
It is Saturday Night Fever. God damn it. Downton Abbey.
Oh, that
Down
was
shagging?
down on. I think it was Down on Abbey.
It is Down on Abbey.
Ah.
Tales from Bottomley Manor. X-Files is Sex Files. We already know that.
Yeah.
Okay, Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yeah, it was Napoleon Dynamite.
It is Napoleon.
Shut the
It's
fuck
the
up.
worst
Yeah.
one possible.
Jesus Christ.
Napoleon. What? Just don't even name it anything. Ugh.
Yeah.
God damn it. I don't even know what. Ugh. It's the. Ugh. All right. This one's probably my favorite. And we'll Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh man,
Ace
I
Ventura Porn Detective?
No. Oh, was it Ass Detective Ars Ventura?
Ars Ventura Ass Detective?
No, it's Ass
Ace
Ventura,
Ventura?
Crack Detective.
Oh, there we go.
And it just says, "Did someone call for backup?" Game of Thrones is Gay of Thrones. We all know
course.
that. Clockwork Orange.
Cockwork Orange.
Yeah, I think it's a Cockwork Orange.
It's a Clockwork Orgy.
Oh,
Shut the
It's
fuck
so
up.
bad.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
so bad. The Goonies.
The Poonies.
It is
yeah,
the Poonies. Nightmare on Elm Street. And I'll say right now, it is not a Nightmare on Elm Street like it should be.
It's a Wet Dream on Elm Street.
It is a Wet Dream on Elm Street.
That's okay.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh fuck, I remember it. Planet of the Gapes.
Oh.
That'd be better.
Oh, shit.
Dude,
Planet of the Gays?
That's even better. Playmate of the Apes.
Shut.
Planet of the Gapes is a way better. Fucking,
Yeah.
that's see how much better. Like
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite.
So stupid. Don't
Fuck.
even make it. Don't
Saying
even
it
make
out loud makes you want to kill yourself. Makes you want to die choking on a dick.
That's how I want to go out.
Yeah, well, there's worse ways to go. But yeah, that I there was one of the list sites I was looking through. They had as I was going through, you had to click on it to reveal what the title was because they're hiding the image.
Right.
And it made it, and I was like, oh my god, these are worse than what I think they're gonna be.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that was god damn it, they're so fucking dumb.
That's really stupid.
Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite.
You delivered on your promise.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Anyway, but that's so that was that. I think I guess we're gonna get into most metal charity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oddly and weirdly and abruptly.
This one a little bit ironic.
A little bit, and also
Very
appropriate.
good. Yeah. Oh shit! Where the fuck up? What's going on?
It's a phone, Dan.
I know. Oh, thanks,
Dan, get off the news. We're trying to do a podcast.
I do have it in front of me.
Oh yeah. It's the Northwest. It's the nonprofit partner for the 208 Comedy Festival.
Mhm.
Once again, put on by Emma Arnold and Dylan Haas. It's the Northwest Abortion Access Fund.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I hosted a show at it. I hosted the second show I was on, and you were supposed to give a shout out to the nonprofit and all this stuff. And this guy was in the audience Saturday night who was wearing a Trump 2020 T-shirt, and it was like "Make liberals cry again," right? And so I locked eyes with him. Like he was there, and I looked him right in the eye and just started talking about the Northwest Abortion Access Fund. And I watched him get madder and madder as I was doing it. I was just like, this is making me so fucking happy right now.
That rocks. Oh, triggered, huh? Pew, pew. No, I actually, when I was featuring for Emma Arnold in Boise, they were, she had them come out and they had a booth set up so you could buy shirts and shit, and I bought a shirt when we were out there. Yeah, and they're fucking great, a great organization.
Yep.
Bunch of really great volunteers and stuff. All the people I met were really cool. But it's definitely like a really cool charity to give to, let people help people get access to fucking affordable fucking abortion and treatment, the access, whatever. Blah.
Yeah.
Both work.
Yes. And so definitely very cool group. Definitely give them like to give them a little shine.
Yeah.
And definitely big shout out to the 208 Fest and Emma Arnold and everybody involved. But yeah, so definitely do that.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Do it.
Cool. I think that's it. With that, I think it's going to bring us to the Ride the Lightning round.
Ride the lightning.
All right, this is the new, the newest segment we have on the podcast. This is where producer Randy will go on to Waiputi. He goes on to Wikipedia, and not once, but 2 times.
That's right.
Not 3 times.
No,
Just
fuck
twice.
Just the 2 times. He goes on. He hits the random button, pulls up 2 different topics,
which I've done.
which he has already done. And through the magic of audio, you will not know that he's already done it.
Yeah.
No, he's pulled up 2 topics, and Dan and I will tell you what the most metal thing about those things are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, producer Randy, without any further ado,
Yep.
what are our topics?
Your first topic.
Yes.
Another girl, another planet.
Oh shit! I fucking know that because I'm a genius.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
Another girl, another planet. The second one is Marcus Weisbeck.
Marcus
Or Weisbeck.
Weisbeck.
Marcus Weisbeck and another girl, another planet.
That's right.
Well, I mean,
Another Girl, Another Planet was actually it's a 1978 film, and it's a genre of film that's actually fallen out of favor, as it's called vague sci-fi.
Okay.
And it would say what it is like it's just a real vague scenario. So what happens is the main character, the girl, she's like her name is Janet, Janet girl,
yeah.
Janet every girl, and she
Janet Planet.
Janet Planet, yeah.
And Janet Planet wakes up on just a mysterious place, and but it's also has regular humans on it. But they are like, hey, you're not from here? And she's like, oh, where am and then but nothing gets resolved and nobody knows what's happening. And then and the only way you know it's a sci-fi movie is they're like, oh, would you like another space ice cream cone?
Yeah.
That's $5
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't have space bucks. And they're like, what?
You don't have them here in space?
Are you? You must be some kind of
alien
person. Or not. It's the vague. It's vague. It's vague-fi. It's vague sci-fi. And then a guy shows up and he's like, I don't like you. And she's like, oh, are you my enemy? He's like, I don't know.
Maybe.
Mm.
I don't know if anything you mentioned just now is metal, but
I'm just letting you know what it is. Just letting you know what happens. Another girl, another planet.
Another girl, another planet.
Yeah. And
what is metal about it, though?
What is metal about it? It's the last of its kind. It's the last of the vague sci-fi films.
Okay.
Also, Linda McHamilton, who plays Janet Planet.
Yeah.
They never found her head. Once the movie ended, they just found her torso in the woods. It's a real fucked up mystery.
I honestly thought Another Girl, Another Planet was just a prequel to that Han Solo movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How so?
He's got a girl in every port.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Another girl, another planet. Ah, here we come. I've never been to this planet yet. New pussy is that's what he says to Chewie every single time.
Another girl. It's a film noir sci-fi film.
Yeah.
Another girl, another planet. Yeah. She could have come into any spaceport in this universe. But she had to hover into mine.
Yeah.
Sexy tentacles slithering.
Yep. Fucking Han Solo using a transatlantic accent the whole time.
She'll
hyperspace, see?
She'll glurp the snorkels off a glurp glop. She can suck a smurgle through a garden blark.
It sounds like you're just describing IKEA furniture at this point.
I'd flirk her so hard she can't hover straight.
Give her such a hard flirkin' she can't smorgan no more. All right. What was the other?
I teleported cum all over the front of his blouse.
What was the other topic?
Marcus Weisbeck.
Marcus Weisbeck.
What a target, Rich.
Well, I mean,
this was such a porn heavy.
It was like that's a real. His original name was Marcus Whitebeck.
Okay.
But then Ellis Island.
Yeah, but he went through Ellis Island. He can't be named that.
We need to give you a German last name.
Listen, you can't be named like it. Typically, like a lot of folks in Europe, you were named after your occupation, right? Like some people, the bakers.
Yeah.
There's that sort of thing, and his occupation Santorum. His occupation was he was the cum stool for the nobility. So the nobility would just come on old Whiteback. And then he came to the States like, no, you can't be named that. We're gonna change it to Weisbach. We're gonna pretend you're Jewish because that's actually a step up in 1930.
Are you Marcus Skeet Cheeks? No, that's my grandfather's name.
His name is now Schindler.
Skeet Cheeks.
Skeet Cheeks. Skeet Cheeks. Dude, that was a famous play. A buddy play, Skeet Cheeks and Whiteback. That was they would go around and solve jizz crimes. And it was a weird genre.
I'm looking for Nathaniel Cumrump.
Tell him Skeet Cheeks is calling.
Tell him Mike Siemens wants him.
Old clammy thighs.
Yes.
So that's why he was metal.
Wow, that sounds It's old cum stool.
Old cum stool. It
Voice
was a weird occupation
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
It was like the whipping boy, except a
Yeah.
lot different.
Yeah, a lot different. Are you Marcus Justine? No.
Jizzleback.
Randy, what the fuck were we talking about?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Another Girl, Another Planet's an album.
It's a single off an album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. From a band called The Only Ones.
Oh,
was
why
from-
do I know that?
It's from
I don't either.
1978, which you named.
Oh, okay.
You did
There we
call
go.
the year.
God damn.
It sounds vaguely familiar to
Another
me,
Girl,
too,
Another
but-
Planet.
It's a British rock band.
No shit.
And Marcus Weisbeck is a German graphic designer and professor.
Oh.
Well, mine was better.
He also has cum on his back. I mean,
Oh, yeah, for sure. A lot of the time.
Yeah. I mean, so it's both. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's been the episode, I think, guys.
We did it.
We fucking
did it.
made it through. Sorry about the fucking incredibly porn-themed fucking...
Oh, yeah.
tainted,
We're real sorry.
We're real sorry. I know
Oh,
you tune
man.
in for a much higher brow
Yeah. Like,
quality content.
whoa. Man, this time we went in the gutter.
Why? I cannot believe we spent so much time making jizz jokes.
Yeah. It always comes back to jizz.
It always comes to jizz, as we say around here.
Yeah.
But that's been the episode, guys. I don't know. Again, so I don't know where we're gonna be or what's gonna happen coming up, or when this is gonna land next week, probably.
This
right?
lands on Monday, yeah.
It
Yeah,
ends
there we
on
go.
Monday. Oh, yeah.
I'll be
Monday the 20... No,
No.
Monday the 16th.
I'll be
be-
doing the Undisputed Geniuses of Comedy at the Revolution Hall on September 21st. If you want to
Perfect.
tune in, come into that.
We're also going to be at Kickstand on the 19th.
I am also going to be at Kickstand at the 19th.
We're doing a What's More Metal segment on a show called, what was it called? Metalhead?
Oh no, Death Hammer. That's on Wednesday. That's
Death Hammer.
the 18th.
Death Hammer, which is a metal-themed improv duo,
Yeah.
are having us on a show at Kickstand. It's going to be us, them, a couple stand-up comedians, and then they're going to have a doom metal band play them out.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fun show.
It's gonna be real fucking awesome. Yeah, Dan and I get to do a live What's More Metal. So definitely come out to that. That'll be super fucking fun, actually. So Kickstand Comedy. But yeah, also a Thursday, I every Thursday I do a Cool Kids Comedy show at
Yeah.
Doug First. So check that out. And I think that's right, everybody.
I think that's
We're
it.
good. We're all good.
I've got a show I've got 2 shows now on the next Saturday as well.
Nice.
The
Oh,
following
you're-
Saturday.
You're hosting for Jason Mewes, right?
No, I'm hosting this weekend for Dan
Oh,
Soder.
for the-
but
okay.
Dan
it's
Soder,
after,
nice.
after
Right.
this episode drops.
You will have just missed that.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Dan, you did fucking great.
I'm sure I did. But no, I'm doing a show.
Put the
I'm do-
erection away. For God's sake.
I'm doing a show on Saturday. Doing 2 shows on Saturday, the 21st. It's one of them is Over It,
Oh, nice.
Seth Johnson's show in downtown, but the other one is in a Kickstand, and it's for Chase Brockett is having this show called where you do a stand-up set, then you do a public apology that you're making up, and then he said you and another comedian will have what he calls a trauma Olympics, where you're going to go up.
Jesus.
And I was like, are you sure you want me to do that? And he
Yeah.
was like, yeah. And I'm like, listen, I did that one time before with a guy who was famously a teenage sex worker, and we ended in a draw. Like, we were like, yeah, we can't go any, I mean, this is it.
No,
and I'm
dude.
just like, I don't know if I'm just going to let them lead, and I'll just say something that's just a little bit worse, and it's probably going to be fine.
I think you should do the opposite. I think you should. They should be like, they're like, I had, whatever. Somebody, whatever, gave me an old avocado or whatever, and then you go, my mom gave me sexy massages, and then you just drop the mic and walk out.
My mom used to give me deep tissue erotic back massages.
Spike the mic down and walk out of the room.
Yeah.
Have people carry you out on their shoulders.
Yeah. What do you got? I'll go first. Bring it.
Yeah, it would be great to just level them and shake them really badly. And they just like, and you go, no, go on. You had a thing.
Yeah.
You were bummed about.
I had a group of
you-
teenage ladies treat me like a sex toy when I was between the ages of 5 to 7.
You're a 5-year-old Sibian, is what
Yeah.
you got.
I was a homeless man Sibian. Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's so funny. Anyway, so tune into that.
Come to that on Saturday.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the grand only time that show ever gets done.
Fuck yeah.
Chase Brockett does not know what he fucking brought into his world.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the show, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you tell your friends, like and subscribe. We're actually getting a bunch of people now, like letting us know that they're listening to it and stuff.
Yeah.
We getting people letting us know all the time, and it's fucking always really cool.
Yeah.
When we're just running into people and they're like, "Hey, I'm loving the podcast," and so don't be let us know. That fucking feels cool. Let your friends know if they're looking for a podcast that this is the best one you've ever fucking heard, and then steal your friend's phone, hit subscribe, and then don't tell them that you've done that.
Right.
Yeah. You can just download it.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Or
They don't-
subscribe and then smash their phone to bits.
There you go. Throw it in the toilet. Who fucking
Well,
cares?
it needs to download it.
I think
It needs to be able to download it.
Doesn't it just need to be a
So
subscribe?
just steal it,
whatever.
keep putting it on a charger, just let it run and
Yeah.
hide it. So it just constantly downloads
There
it
you
every
go.
single week.
Buy a bunch of phones.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so just make sure you guys like and subscribe, fucking whatever, and thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
And that's been the show. Everybody, hail Satan.
Hail
Hail
Satan.
Satan.